What up, everybody out there in podcast land? Thanks for tuning in yet again. Another episode of Ken Ross Present the Yeah I Set Up podcast. We're expressing with our full capabilities until they want us in correction facilities. Brainchild of my child. I'm the dad half of this operation. Ross Cooper, as always, I am rocking with the best. My co-host, please introduce yourself to the folks.
Yeah, if you keep them busy with basic needs, they will forget about the freedom they just lost. Yeah, what's good, everybody? Everybody's having a good day, year, month, year, hour, all that good stuff. You're watching all that platforms. Please share with your friends, family, enemies, your pets, all that alien outside or the balloon outside. And if you're watching on the tube, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Because if you don't, we going to war again.
Oh my
You be
goodness,
drafted
yo.
number one overall.
Here we go. Here we go. So what's good, everybody? As you can see, for once, I guess since we already know the topics of the show, I can wear with pride my New York hat, glory representing the glorious Empire State. Because once ain't no BS we got to talk about coming from the glorious Empire State. So yeah, there's that. Um, Eric Adams, I'm sure you did something. Now let me stop. What we do have to talk about though is like balloons,
You'll float
butterfly in the
too.
sky.
Georgie. I'm sorry.
You float too. Good one. Good one. Good one. So apparently, a balloon, and we're not talking some little balloon, but if the New York Times is right, a balloon like 200 feet tall just floated its way from China to here. And China's saying, what else? It's just a weather balloon. Um, the U.S. government shot it down. Took a while because, and this to me just shows the utter, like, we all know both parties are insane, but the utter ridiculousness of Republicans, just when I think, no, they're not that dumb. Because they're already criticizing Uncle Joe. Why didn't you shoot down sooner? Why'd you wait till such and such? Because it was over civilians, you morons. Why does that have to be explained? But, Republicans don't care. But y'all the same cast that want to, run up in the Capitol on January 6th. So I guess I shouldn't be but so surprised. But yeah, China's saying like, yo, it's a weather balloon, calm down. US is saying like, we don't know what the F it was. So yeah, right now there's a 15 football field length by 15 football field width of a debris area. And they're going to pick up all the pieces and find out what it was. But I got questions. I'm trying to figure out how a 200-foot balloon just floats on over here and nobody noticed nothing before this. Nothing before this. Like I don't know if you saw Nope yet, but it's like so y'all didn't see this thing in the air in no time before then. Just yeah, Nope.
Whatever. Either our defense system is trash, or they just seen it just like,
Nope. By the way, I still got to catch the end of that Jordan Peele. My bad. Still got to catch the last like 30 minutes of Nope. But have you seen it? By the way, have you seen it yet?
seen parts of it. I didn't see all.
Okay, so we in the same boat on that one. Because yeah, it was actually people trash it like it was the worst thing ever made. But
No, it was a different type of. Well, he makes different types of horror,
right,
but
Jordan.
yeah,
Now, is it as genius as Get Out? Honestly, Get Out is illmatic. You're not gonna do that twice. You
yeah.
just can't. Get Out is such a magnificent movie, and like I've always said, the biggest piece of Get Out, which is amazing, is he got the people who he made the joke about to like it. Like white audiences, oh my god, this is brilliant, this is amazing. I'm like, do y'all get the joke? Do you? But
Black Panther did the same thing, so it happens.
not really. I would challenge that just to say
I'm
you
talking
could
about the
always say
joke
that's a
part, the joking part.
it's a comic book movie. You get to slide a lot under it's a
It
comic book
wasn't
movie.
even on. They weren't sliding. It was like in your face. It was like, "What up, colonizer?" That's my favorite colonizer. Like, oh, okay. And
Yeah, it was they but yeah, with Get Out, the entire movie is layered with jokes that folks in Black community have made for decades. And wow, like you're good when you get the people you're making fun of to applaud your efforts. But circling back, how do you let a 200-foot balloon just float? I mean, I guess it really must be harmless because if it had anything on it for real,
you could have been did some damage.
no, if it has anything on it, I'm sure radar or whatever the hell we use, whatever the hell the U.S. uses, would have picked it up. Because you're not just gonna float a nuclear weapon in U.S. airspace.
I
Like
mean,
you're just.
well, I guess we'll find out what was in it because they kind of just did.
I mean, this could have been hypothetically. We're gonna go back to that little conspiracy theory. This
Mm.
could have been 9/11 all over again. This is not something the Biden administration sanctioned or planned on, but we're just not going to do anything about it.
Okay, but well, he did do something about it. But I'm just saying, so there's no 9/11. At least there was objectives and a reason for it. What would be the reason for this? To fuck with China? They
I
own us,
mean,
as you said. They own us.
right, right. Like I'm not like Sam. If you owe me not a Billy, a trilly. If you owe me $1 trillion, like what I'm worried about, you owe me, homie. Like you ain't. That's why it was funny when Trump was in office. Like all that tough Tony talk, that China, that. Like Sam, you know how much bread you owe them. You know how much land they own here. Chinatown is about to be like 5 states. Like it's not gonna be a few blocks in the city. Chinatown gonna be like 5 or 10 states the way they own things. Like, fam, I own you. You talk tough if you want to. I own you. But yeah, I didn't look at the headline till like yesterday because I thought it was a joke. I legit thought it was a joke because you're not just gonna float a balloon in here, but apparently you can.
Who knew?
What's wild is you probably don't remember this was years ago, but it was a balloon boy, and it was this couple that went to the media and said their son that got swept away in a hot air balloon, blah blah blah. Come to find out the whole shit was a hoax and they planned it all. Nothing like that attention drug, boy. Nothing that attention drug. But everyone's looking for that balloon.
I don't remember that.
Like so, I know you're like mad young. I'd have to look
I
it
don't
up, but
remember
yeah,
this
balloon boy.
balloon. Oh, it was actual boy in the balloon.
Yeah, it was legit. Like they were, it was pushed as it was some kind of experiment or whatever. And dad lost control of the balloon and he just floated off in the balloon. Couldn't find out the whole shit was planned to get attention. I'm like, boy, oh boy, okay,
Wow. It'd be
yeah.
great in
So
this
that was
area.
that. Right. So that was that. But yeah, this is wild. You just floated a balloon across the damn Pacific Ocean, past all the Crips and the Bloods in Cali, and they shot the shit down in Montana. So that I was digging. Great place, Montana. Like there's nothing there. There's like 12 people and 96,000 moose. So
How did Montana catch a stray? They just me business. God damn. Well,
there's 12 people, 96,000
still
moose.
from Montana.
But
All right.
yeah, but I'm just like I don't know. I should be concerned, but but how do you float a balloon just all the way over at 200? Yeah, nope. Where'd Jordan Peele? Nope. Um, but yeah, the Republicans, wow, boy, because they was like, you should have shut it down right away. Hey, what about the people though?
Hey. Nah, I ain't gonna say that. Go ahead.
But I'm about to say, but then it's like, hey, they probably wouldn't have carried us over California. That's a blue state. Go ahead, shoot it down. Wipe out California. We don't
I didn't
care.
even think about that, but yeah, that's true.
You know, Wipe out California. We don't care.
They're already a doomsday state anyway, so it won't be nothing different.
That's wild. So now we're gonna go from Montana. Oh my bad. But before we leave Montana, did you have anything else to say about the balloon?
I hope they find Pennywise in there. But no.
Oh my gosh.
But other than that, yeah, either like I said, either they knew it was there, just paid it no mind until people started seeing it, like, yo, what's going on? Or they just had no clue that it was there. Which is I don't know which is worse. I don't know which is worse.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Just,
we're building on the prophecy that, we're the strongest, fiercest, most powerful. Nobody wants it with us. Nobody will ever come to US, so nobody will do that dumb shit. And then China just floats a balloon casually, and then we're just like, oh, wow.
and I'm just like, we can make a joke about it, but this could have been
Oh,
disastrous.
this could have been ugly.
Like, what if this is a small warhead or something like that in that balloon, or worse, a
Or
biochemical
chemical.
agent?
That's what I see. Because I just finished watching The Last of Us not too long. My dumb ass was watching all these damn disaster and zombie movies. It's like, yo, they already had some shit that got over here. So what if they really just brought that shit, put that shit on the balloon, you shot it down, the debris, and now it's all in the air and shit.
I mean, hypothetically, you still could be fucked because now it's in the water.
That's what I'm saying. Like, what if that was
Yeah,
it wasn't, and so
now,
now we could be fucked. Hopefully we're not, and we're just talking shit.
well,
But
hey,
yeah,
I don't live nowhere near Montana. My water don't come from Montana. I'm good. And I'm in the perfect place. If there's a zombie apocalypse break out, I'm in the perfect place.
you ain't that goddamn far away, so you have fun with that, my boy.
Montana, bruh.
You
See,
in
I don't think you still
Texas.
quite. I
You
don't
in the
think you understand,
Midwest. You still in the Midwest, buddy. You closer than I am. So yeah,
bro.
have fun with that.
Montana is like a 25. Montana's like a 3-4 day drive from here or something like
Hey,
that. We're
have
good.
fun, my boy. It's all right.
Before the zombies come,
The clickers
I'm
come at you.
sure I'm sure Greg Abbott will have the great Lone Star State of Texas
Protected.
all barricaded off. Everybody's gonna have their guns. We're good.
All right. All right. Just like every zombie movie, we're good until we're not good.
Listen, one of us watched finished watching Walking Dead. I know what's good. Oh, optics. Side note, optics. For anybody freaks out, this is ginger beer. Okay, I'm not sitting here just sipping a brew. This is diet ginger beer. Shout out to my West Indian brothers and sisters. Ginger beer is the shiznit. Okay, not ginger ale, not that fake stuff that actually has no ginger in it. All of our black parents lied to us all those years. Listen, you didn't live through that. When I was younger, it was, oh, you sick? You stay home from school? It's crackers and ginger ale and chicken noodle soup. Freaking Price is
I was
Right.
still told that, so I know, but hey,
Oh, okay. No,
it's
at that
okay.
time,
It's
ain't
okay.
no ginger in the ginger ale. You look in the back of the bottle of Canada Dry, which we're gonna get to. Look in the back of a bottle of Canada Dry. Ain't nothing but sugar and chemicals and water. Ain't no ginger.
I didn't know. I haven't had ginger ale in pills on here.
You
Ginger
ain't had
beer
ginger
is the
ale
stuff.
ever, for real.
I've
And
had,
that thing
but
is,
it's just uh, yeah. I didn't know there's no ginger.
yeah.
I know it's a
No,
lot of
it's
sugar,
not.
but I didn't know there's no ginger. Well,
Hmm. Oh, I'm like, how are we getting away with that lie for so long? Ain't no ginger in ginger ale. None. It's just bubbly sugar. But anyway,
somehow we still felt better after drinking it. I don't know why. Maybe it's the other chemicals.
put it in your mind. Placebo. Don't you really feel good after you drink? Real ginger. Like
See, your
if it's
throat is on
cold,
fire. That's the only difference. Boy, you gotta drink that shit slow.
it's got a little bite to it. Yo, it's got a little bite to it. So yeah,
Yeah,
ginger's was good.
much bite as a walker. Yeah, you're right. But yeah.
Dude.
Lord.
but but since we started there, Canada Dry. We going above the border to the Canucks, eh?
Right.
Canada is doing something now. If anyone ever want to rewind my Facebook page many years, I've said this. I'm clairvoyant. I'm freaking Nostradamus.
Okay.
I said honestly, the problem with the problem with the conversation about drugs is we're talking about the wrong things. I've said, look, a couple of controversial takes that I have that people don't tend to ride with, and it's just to me honestly outward denial. Pedophiles don't belong in jail. They belong in a different kind of lockup, right? I've also said drugs are not inherently the issue. Being high is not inherently the issue. Like you be high in the comfort of your own home. There's probably somebody high in their house right now listening. Right? It's what comes along with drugs that are the problem. The crime, the this, the that. That's the problem. But if you want to sit in your house and get high, that's your business. Well, Canada, to a certain extent, agrees. Um, they're decriminalizing the heavy shit. They are talking decriminalizing. Well, I'm reading this from Reuters. This is effective January 31st in Vancouver. There's only British Columbia. Yes, British Columbia. They're doing a 3-year pilot program to stop prosecuting people for carrying small amounts of heroin. Excuse me. Small amounts of heroin, meth, ecstasy, or crack as part of an effort to fight a drug overdose crisis. British Columbia accounts for a third of the 32,000 deaths due to overdose and trafficking since 2016, according to official data. Project declared a drug overdose a public health emergency that year. Interesting how that goes. And anyone in America, anyone black in America or around America knows exactly why. So let's see. 2,200 suspected illicit drug toxicity deaths in 2022, second largest annual number ever recorded. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau said in May will let BC, British Columbia, decriminalize the drugs in a first of its kind example in Canada. By not prosecuting people carrying small amounts of drugs, the British Columbian government hopes to tackle the issue as a health problem rather than the criminal justice system. I'm going to stop right there for a minute because I think you know where I'm going. Tackle it as a health problem instead of through the criminal justice system. Damn, I wish we could rewind time and someone could explain this to good old Ronald Reagan. That'd have been great. Oh, wait, that was by design.
We need that.
That was by design.
We need people to get rich and destroy us. Oh yeah.
And I mean, if no one wants to get high, you can have all the drugs you want and it wouldn't matter. Simple.
Right.
If you are going to, and again, I remind people all the time my history having worked in Baltimore City jail. I cannot tell you how many possession charges I saw. This isn't even worth the paperwork running people through the system. You look better taking them to rehab. Again, if the idea is truly a healthy populace, right? If the idea is not drug, the idea is to get people off of drugs and not benefit the prison industrial complex, it ain't worth all of the paperwork.
But that's not the idea, though. You just said it.
And I don't know Canada's history. I know it's interesting here in the US to hear about, oh my God, the opioid crisis, the opioid epidemic. We need rehab. We need to stop this. Oh, word. 20 years ago, when the drug dealers looked like me, wasn't all this outcry. It was, we need the crime bill. We need tougher laws. But now it's an epidemic. Can't help but notice the difference here. Can't help but notice the difference there. But again, we're talking Canada. And Canada seems to be taking a much different approach. And it's one of the things about America and its bubble. A lot of answers sit outside the borders, but nobody sells America to Americans like America. And again, that's why it's so hard for 9/11 to accept. But
okay,
healthcare, the answer is outside our borders. Ironically, the answer might be as close as Canada. Think I'm
Everywhere.
mentioned on the show before. Good homeboy of mine, moved to Canada, said he ain't never coming back. He said he walks to the doctor's office no matter what. He don't come out of pocket. He don't even reach for his wallet. Oh, you the specialist? Cool. Here's a referral. Oh, you got like stage 19 cancer in your left eye? Cool. Here's a referral. Like you get what I'm saying?
Ew. I'm sorry, go ahead.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, testicle falling out? Okay, cool. Here's a referral. Like it's about healing people, not profiting off of them.
Nah, they get that in Texas.
It's horrible.
It's horrible. Hey, honestly, that's smart. If we gonna pay all this money, all these servers should be fucking free. That's when taxes actually works out. But when you tax people out the ass here in this country and nothing works, the roads are shit, hospitals are shit, education is shit. It's like, well, what are we paying taxes for?
Ooh.
I do. But yeah, I'm sorry.
Well, your politicians do need a salary, you know.
But that's just for the people, man.
Oh, this is a rando because we're gonna get here, but before I forget to say it, do you understand? This is the only place where you can be killed by your employee. There's only one industry that you can be killed by your employee and no one has a problem with it.
What?
Law enforcement.
Oh,
if
I got it.
If I owned a company and my employee killed me, any other industry, except maybe Game of Thrones or some shit, any other industry though, if my employee kills me, the employee gets locked away for a good long while. But not in law enforcement. That's what it was. Because I was thinking about
Tyree Nichols. Luca Brasi, because they work for the government who's supposed to work for us, but I think it's the other way around, and we just say that just to make us feel better.
I was thinking about Tyree Nichols. You know, rest in power to Tyree Nichols. But the other slap in the face, like we learned all the other times, is whatever that settlement's going to be, 5, 10, 20 million, whatever that settlement's going to be, doesn't come from the police budget, it comes from the taxpayer.
It always does that.
And I'm like, how is it no one up in arms about that? And then it got me to thinking a little bit down the rabbit hole. Not only that, these are employees. You work for the people, but you kill the people.
And then make us pay for it. Yeah, that's genius. Diabolical and genius.
Pretty much. That's some more Wile E. Coyote shit, yeah.
I love it.
But yeah, circling back to Canada, back over the border, eh?
Yeah, better.
Yeah, they figured out healthcare long before us, and now they're figuring out the war on drugs long before us. Stop making it a freaking war.
Yeah, but there is no war. It's healing because war sparks more war. I guess we had to figure that out.
Because if you want to sit at home in your boxer briefs and watch Jackass and sniff some coke, we really don't care. Okay.
You do some wild shit, but yeah.
Right. And that's but it's just like, what a novel idea. Hey, instead of keeping the prison industrial complex with fresh souls, how about we decriminalize and face it from a healthcare perspective? You're an addict. You probably need help, not jail. Like on its face, think about that for a second. You know what? You high. You can't get all drugs. I'm going to throw you in jail. No rehab, no treatment. Jail.
That's treatment. You get sober. Can't get high in jail. Well, actually, you could, but
yeah, I'm about to say.
It depends who you know. But yeah, either way.
I'm about to say, you ever watch 60 Days In, sir? But yeah,
I know you cannot. That's why I said depending on who you are and who you know. But yeah, there's a lot of crimes like that you know. Still, maybe not that you know you go to a mental facility or whatever. Get your mind right.
Yeah.
Actually heal you, not just throw you in the cage and then turn you to a better monster when you come out. Yeah.
But so we're gonna bring it back now. We're gonna bring it back from over there on the left coast of Canada, to a little bit south to California. West side. So we talked about this briefly. Huntington Park, California, gentleman, um, Anthony Lowe, double amputee. So brother was in a wheelchair. Somehow ate 10 shots from Huntington Park police because he was a knifing suspect. Okay.
Mhm.
So, all right. I'm just there's some new footage, and even with the new footage, things are a little shaky on how all of this went down. But apparent to apparently to what we've got as far as information, he was a stabbing suspect, and they tried to tase him, which allegedly did not work. So they shot him. Here's where this gets interesting. Okay, the brother was in a wheelchair. He was out the wheelchair when he was shot, but and I'm like, I'm not even saying this being asked, so please do not misinterpret me saying this being asked. If the brother is a double amputee, because like single amputee,
Yeah, you still
you still all bullshit.
run.
Like not only are you a threat, but you can fucking run in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Just the past stories, so you can still run the Olympics. Like one leg, you still a problem. You a double amputee dog. No legs.
I'm not gonna say that.
So I'm trying to figure out how a dude with a wheelchair and a double amputee and a knife did to eat 10 shots. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention. This will not be a beef patty show. We got some pork to talk about. So sadly, here we are again. I want to get back to a no pork show. I want to get back to a Muslim show, no pork. No need to talk about the piggies. But here we are.
Mm.
Because I'm trying to figure out how somebody with no legs need to eat 10 shots from a distance.
I'm a
Like,
distance.
like I can see if we up close and personal because you still got to use your arms. Like you can still get, I can still get shanked, whatever, right?
True. Yeah.
I'm a good little ways away from you.
A good
And
little
you
way.
ain't got, and you ain't got no legs you can really run on.
Nope, you're Mr. Krabs. So okay, that was bad. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, because I'm like, this is where the common sense comes in because you want to convince me that a dude with a wheelchair and no legs needed to eat 10 shots.
He did.
And this is after you tased him allegedly, and it allegedly didn't work.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that. This guy, man, John Will Wick is
Like,
something crazy, boy. Because
right, like Sam, unless you Jack Burton with the knife from Big Trouble in Little China, like you said, John Wick, like, dog, and this is not me knocking the ability of someone who's a double amputee. This is me saying, hey, if I'm a cop and I see a dude in a wheelchair with a knife, unless I got body armor that can stop a bullet, mind you. So unless you're some kind of professional knife thrower, my threat assessment is because you use deadly force, but you feel your life is a danger.
right. But then again, they be feeling their lives in danger for way less. So maybe they did feel scared, you know?
Yeah,
So
I just 10 shots, and again, no, let's not let this up. Let's use the platform we have to talk about certain things. It's like I'd really like a Muslim show. I really like it. No pork. But
me too.
here we go. And it's worth mentioning because, you know, we have seen, if you have not paid close attention, if you have ever, not you specifically, of course, any of our listeners have ever got the power of media, ask yourself how many COVID deaths there are. Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Because, once upon a time,
That was a
there
count.
there was a Right. There's a section
every
that said
week.
every day, every
Mm-hmm.
week, every day.
Oh,
Suddenly the media stops talking about it, and we stop talking about
even though
it.
supposedly
So,
there's still another outbreak going on, but hey, I guess it wasn't that as fierce as I thought it was.
oh yeah, I think I might have heard about that. So this is the power of media, and it's important to mention, like you have in Huntington Park, California, a double amputee executed essentially. Because again,
Yeah, essentially, you are. You are. 10 shots.
uh,
Yeah,
10, yeah, he ate 10 shots because the taser didn't work, and I
go
do
50. Yeah.
try to be fair, and because I understand if you don't know, you would think I have a bias against law enforcement. So I do want to examine it as fairly and as impartially as possible, and I'm putting myself in their shoes. There's a guy in a wheelchair with a knife and only a knife, and you are a double amputee.
And a
I
couple
am
of them.
hard pressed to see how 10 shots are justified. But we'll see, Huntington Park. We'll see what happens here. And if there are some clear angles and views that show, hey, it was necessary for this gentleman to eat 10 shots.
It wouldn't. I saw part. I saw the video. It wouldn't.
But it's Tyree Nichols. And we're going to pivot a little bit to Ohio because we are going to continue to talk about, and this definitely needs some light. Sinaze Reed, 13-year-old, Columbus, Ohio. We are now going back in time, sadly, to October 12th, 2022. November, December, January, February. Yeah, we are 4 months. 4 months have elapsed. Um, Sinaze Reed, 13-year-old, was killed by his neighbor, Craig Butler. Within 40 hours of his death, and this is coming from Newswires, within 40 hours of his death, Franklin County Prosecutor's Office charged him with murder. These charges were dismissed a few days later because Greg said it was self-defense.
That's all it took. You just had to say it. Wow.
I, listen,
Hey,
yeah,
just hey. Wow. I wish it was that easy.
and ooh, boy. Here's the fun part: the coroner's office has said it was homicide. Now, I guess that's not the part that's in question because if I'm saying it was self defense, I killed you in self defense, then it's not a question of whether or not it's a homicide. Clearly it is. Now, the question is the how and the why.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but wow, charges just dropped. Just, no, you're cool. And this initially has shades of Ahmaud Arbery in Georgia, the young brother that was out for a jog and was executed by a couple white folks. And the DA was in on the cover up, and we didn't know till months later,
About to say it took a minute.
a good minute.
They almost got away with
And
two. One for you meddling kids.
and this is this is where we are now. And I'm just like, wow, fam, I don't think I could kill anybody and be like, no, seriously, it was self defense. Y'all should really let me go. It was self defense. You know what? You're right. You can go home. Yeah, that story doesn't go quite the same for me. That doesn't go quite the same. But here we are, and I definitely want to use our platform to elevate whatever we can here because it's getting no attention.
Wonder
Not
why.
like Ahmad Arbor, no attention.
Wonder why.
It's,
Power of the media. Who worried about Grammys, baby? Shout out to Queen B.
we worried about Grammys, we worried about people buying
China.
tickets to the show.
Yeah, worried about LeBron, Kyrie and traded. Yeah. Not
I
someone just
mean,
got killed in cold blood supposedly, and then you just said it was self defense and then just walk out like Damn,
Like
that's wow.
yeah, this is almost bad as Shaggy defense. Wasn't me. I don't right. This is almost bad as Shaggy defense. You know, but we definitely want to take a moment and raise that up because it's like no one's talking about this. I forgot how I stumbled upon it, but I'm glad I did, and we can have a conversation. But it's just it's almost hard to be upset anymore because it's just the way things are.
Mm,
And I am dumbfounded that this is still the way things are.
I'm not.
1965 wasn't that long ago, but it was a long time ago, if
I'm
you
so
get where I'm
no.
going.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
and here we are. LeBron is breaking the record and has to be the same social justice warrior that Kareem was all those years ago. And it's
Wow.
just, are we going to evolve here? At some
Nah.
point, doesn't this get old?
Ain't things changed but the price of the chicken wing. So yeah, it is what it is.
And this dude literally murdered 12 years. Like, wait, whoa. He's a 13
Wait,
year
he's
old.
12? Wait, 13 years old?
Yeah, 12, like, wait, fam. What? Respectfully.
Yeah, I don't think I'm worried about
I
13.
have not came across too many 13-year-olds I think I need to kill and fear for my life.
Unless you like dating like Derrick Henry or something at 13, then yeah, maybe grown as man. But other than that, yeah, that's great.
Unarmed. Unarmed. Of course, unarmed. Because that would change the dynamic of things. Like, yo, if he had the blicky, we're having a different conversation. Like, oh, hey, he had a blicky on him. Different conversation.
How did he kill him?
But
Shot him?
yeah. Yeah,
Hmm.
I just yeah. I don't know, man. It's a problem. And no one's talking about it, no one's anything about it. But I hope the same way we eventually got justice for Ahmaud, we get justice for Sinaze. Because
Is it
this
really
is
justice if this keeps happening? Probably not. It's
no,
just a bad
it
deed.
goes back to what I told you when it comes back to law enforcement. You don't get to kill us and get away with it anymore. And maybe justice takes a little bit of time. Maybe you
It's
get
not
arrested for
justice.
murder
There's no
and
justice.
get released.
That's not.
It is. You
It's
go to
not.
jail.
He's still alive. He's dead.
Is being in jail for the rest of your life really living though?
Still living. And hell,
Like
see some of the
when
videos
you
in
walk
jail. Some of these people living
when
good, boy.
you about to say when you walked across the stage of your high school graduation, you didn't think the rest of your life would be spent in a cell. So
No, because I'm not trying to off 13-year-olds, but yeah. So I mean,
I'm just
of course,
no, I'm
I
just
didn't
saying
think
like
of
yeah,
it.
it's justice because now you're not walking amongst the free.
Are we really free? Nah, I'm excited.
You're in the hell that is jail until you die.
Well, we have to get to that point first. So let's see if we get there. Because they just let him walk over just saying, I didn't do it. It was self-defense. Okay. Well, have a good day. It might be another 12-year-old down the street, my boy. Like, come on, dog.
Hmm. This is bad, but going forward. Let's see here. What else we got on the docket? So, your second favorite anti-Semite in mine, Kyrie Irving,
Mm-mm.
got traded to the Mavs. Oh boy, that's not even a big piece. Like that just seems like the small potatoes in all of this. It's not that he got traded to the Mavs as much as he didn't get traded to the Lakers and the reasons behind that. Like I don't know if it's Jeannie Buss, Rob Pelinka, but are y'all just determined to waste the rest of LeBron's time? Is that it?
Yes. Yes.
I'm glad you said yes.
Genie is fucked. He's pissed off at this man. He's like, all right, screw you. 2 years, die.
I mean, at this point, I think the only way LeBron stays is if somehow you draft Bronny. But other
That's
than
fine.
that,
He got 2 years left, so have fun. Where
yeah,
you gonna
we'll see.
go? You said,
Yeah, but it's Kyrie to the Mavs, which, and I'm not tripping because they were wondering, okay, how's I was Kyrie and Harden going to play in the same backcourt, and that was fine.
Exactly.
Right,
It
it
was
was fine.
perfect.
Right, it
When
was
they're
fine.
playing, that's the only problem.
Right. So you got this, but the real thing here, yo, and we didn't get you to talk about this. Um, Stephen A. and Jay Williams, another all-world Duke point guard. Derrick Rose before there was Derrick Rose. Stephen A. and Jay Will kind of went at it.
Oh, it's personal. That was personal.
He kind of went at it. And I'm like, I will say this though. I saw it, and I keep trying to tell y'all. I thought Stephen A. was going to just cower. I thought he was just going to curl up. I thought he was just going to punk out. He didn't punk out.
She is
He
from New
didn't punk
York.
out like, yo, say what you need to say, homie. Like, nah, don't beat around the bush.
But you
Say
you
what you
can
need to
do
say.
that because you're on TV and technically that's your show. Because he said, as Jay Will said, it's your show. Never mind. You knows how much pull that motherfucker got in ESPN now. He's the face. So saying something to him was like saying something to a boss damn day.
Nah, listen,
But
for
plus,
everybody who
Jay Will don't
thought,
give a fuck though. That's the only problem. Jay Will don't care.
Stephen A was just gonna be a sellout and punk out, he maintained professionalism. Nah, he was let's go. Say what you're trying to say, homie. And I was you
That's
can't do no more
still,
respect that.
I mean, that's still
You can't do no
professional.
more
He
respect
didn't
that.
say like he didn't say it with any.
Yo, he legit. He was like, we come on, bro, come on, bro. That was the equivalent. Say what you need to say, homie. What you trying to say? No, no. Just put it out there. What you trying to say? So credit to Stephen A. Because I thought he was gonna curl up and punk out. He didn't
Nah,
punk out, but neither did Jay Will.
I already knew Jay Will would. Jay Will got smoke for anybody. He don't care.
It's just Dookie's lighting it up
Man,
out
survived
here.
the motorcycle accident. He don't give man. We ain't got
Jay
nothing.
Will be lighting cats up. JJ Reddick, notoriously lighting cats up out here. Like, yo, he giving cats that work.
Yeah,
So
probably won't see him on that show no more though. I tell you that.
I will be. I see that's the thing though, and that's where the upper hand unofficially goes to Jay Will. Because if he's not on the show anymore, then it makes Stephen A look a certain way.
We already look at him a certain way, so that ain't nothing gonna change his image. If we already think you're a bootlegger, what him doing bootleg shit is gonna change it? No. Like, I will be shocked if he does it. I'll give him props if J. Will does come back. But I don't even watch the shit. I just saw the clip. And I was like, oh, this is funny.
I'm like, yo, they was. I mean, yo,
It was like I
yo,
said, that was
and I
perfect.
love it because Jay Will, you just do get to change. I don't know, Stephen A, you seem a little triggered right now.
He said, you a little emotional. See, yeah, Jay Will. And he be saying that with the straightest face, you know.
Yo,
He
like
got
straight up
no
and down.
emotion, bro. He don't care. Stephen A. I'm just, I'm passionate. Stephen A. I'm not the one
Seem a little
doing all
triggered,
this
B.
extra. Yo, if Jay Will would have said, "Are
Seem
you
a little
feeling it,
triggered, B.
Dodge?" I'd have lost my mind. He missed the opportunity.
Do
That's
you?
see, we said our Dark
Do
Knight quote.
you?
It's been a minute,
There you
but
go.
yeah, here
We
we
got a
go.
Dark Knight joint.
We've been
Do
slacking,
you
man.
feel in charge?
He
I
well
mean,
said
like,
that. I lost it. I had to
hmm.
start watching First Take again. Just because
And
of
I'm
that.
like, and Jay will, I'm sure he wanted to say what a lot of us are thinking. Like, well, I don't know what's going on. She want Uncle Ruckus? What's going on, Uncle
I
Ruckus?
thought he was. I think that's what he was going to say, but he didn't. And I think that's why Stephen A. was trying to get him to say.
Like,
Because he pressed
yo,
him like, yo, why you on? He basically said, why you on Kyrie's dick, man? Like, what
right,
are you doing? Like,
right,
bro,
right. And I'm like,
you never said one nice thing about the brother in like 5 years. Just been
but
on
to his
him.
credit, Steve, I was like, yo, we've been talking about basketball. We've been talking about football. We ain't even talking about though. We ain't talking about football.
Yeah, but this, bro, the second Kyrie does something, it's even when he does something good, it's going to be the caveat. Well, I don't know, man, Kyrie, he ain't unvaccinated now and shit, all that weird ass way. This is nah, man. Let Kyrie
But
breathe, bro.
see,
Even
but
Shannon
but
let Kyrie
see,
breathe to a
but
certain
like I
extent.
told you a couple of weeks ago, though, Stephen A. did bring the heat. I told you when Stephen A. did bring the heat when we was talking about Tyree Nichols. So it's not cut and dry.
I bet
So
you
to me, it's not him being a company man per se.
he is.
It's just
And
he got a different viewpoint.
nah, he just got
Because when it came down to come down and talk about Tyree Nichols, it was Michael Irvin that was up there talking about, oh no, the good police we good with. It ain't you brothers. The
that's
brothers
a
that's out there being good with that.
no,
That
that,
ain't where Stephen A. took it.
I mean, he probably still doing some of the stuff the cops, I ain't gonna go there. But either way, Mike Irvin was known
Basically,
for some little some back in the day. He probably still on it. But either way, that's his
stop
personal
yo,
business. That's
stop
his
yo,
personal business,
stop
dude.
yo.
I ain't got no problem with it. But
Michael
um,
Irvin is a black man of a certain age that went from a certain income bracket to a different income bracket. So realistically, I'm not shocked by that at all. I'm not shocked by his stance.
what Jay-Z say? What Beyonce's husband say? Still nigga. So
Uh,
that
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. That's where the cross section, the intersectionality gets very interesting because you know I'll put it to you like this: we understand that we live in a white male dominant culture. And in a white male dominant culture, a brother like Michael Irvin is very non threatening. Whereas a brother like Umar Johnson is very threatening, where a brother like Tariq Nasheed is very threatening. So Michael Irvin comes off as very non threatening. Stephen A is not non threatening.
yeah.
No, and that's I can't
Yes, he is.
I can't co-sign that because there's
I can.
oftentimes where he has the ability
It's
to
rare.
just not say any. Because again, when you're at that point, you have the ability to say nothing.
You
He didn't
can't not
have
to.
to he didn't have to have the stance he did on Tyree Nichols. Um, a lot of people, we were on time because I try to be fair. A lot of people killed him for his take on Cap without fully knowing why he had the take he did on Cap. So
That still
you
was no excuse.
see, it's huge. You can't just gloss over that. If I'm behind the scenes working magic, you say you want to be back in the league, you saying this, that, and the third. I'm trying to pull some strings to see that happen, brother. And then, no, actually, you just want a platform to shit on the NFL and its owners. Now, I
I'm
stuck
good
my
with that.
neck out there.
I'm good with that. He was willing to be a martyr, and he
Give
was.
me the heads up, fam. Don't have me back here pulling strings, making phone calls to put you on for you to take a shit
Man,
on the league. You got to
so
give me the
what?
heads up on that.
I don't care. Nobody asked you to do that shit.
As Stephen A. said, he's having conversations with Cap, having conversations with a significant other, and they give him the impression they trying to get on. So
That was during the middle of a lawsuit. You really think they was gonna let Cap come in? You're suing your employer, so that's like suing your employer and then asking to work for them again.
there
That's
were,
not
and
happening.
again, based on what Stephen A. is saying, he pulling strings and calling people to get you this tryout. If you
He's
was going
had
to get shit on
trials
the
though.
tryout,
He had trials before. If I remember correctly, he got cut.
mm,
Stephen A ain't got that much pull to the point that he gonna get them to get him a job. I'm sorry, he don't. So no,
Stephen,
it's
okay,
over
and
with.
I don't disagree with you there, but I'm just saying like I can't. And then again, and I always go back to because I felt a certain kind of way, but then I watched his interview on All Smoke. Stephen A. is with the shit, but he a brother of a certain age from a certain era and sees things differently. So it's like, all right,
Nah, because how hard you go on your quote unquote you for the cause, your brothers on shit that you know is fucked up, but you still go hard for your bosses. I can't roll with you.
yeah, you
You
see,
walked on the line. And this is certain issues. I can't trust you if you walk on the line because now it's basically whatever benefits you. That's what side you're gonna be on. Your loyalty is bought. It's not earned. So
I don't know,
you're
because
a hired gun. Do I really trust you with my life? No, because someone could just pay
because
you more and then I'm done. So yeah, nah. Loyalty is earned. not bots. And that's what Stephen A is. He walks the line. And in these issues, when it comes to us, we can't afford people walking the line. You have to pick a side. So yes,
You
this
know,
is why
people
Stephen
because
sees fit. Sorry.
people crucified him for a Jerry Jones take. I get it. I get it. Like it didn't. It looked like he was tap dancing for massa. I get it. I get
Me
it.
look like he was. I said, man, I know Jerry, man. Yeah, you knew him back in what, 1960 something? I think he was a baby, if not even born back then. So what are we talking about?
I just,
Like, of course, Jerry puts on a
it's
smile. He's a billionaire.
I just
He's an
I'm
owner.
as someone. Okay, make it personal. As someone who has been categorized and have been judged by have been victim to the judge the book by the cover thing. I'm always a little like, let me, what's beneath the surface? What's beneath the surface here? It's easy to soundbite and sound clip Stephen A. and make it look like, oh, he ain't with us. He ain't riding with us. But yeah, that also means you gotta ignore the times he is. And that's
And I
like
didn't,
be careful.
but I didn't. I said
No, no,
what
no, no.
I said. He walks the line. I didn't disagree that he won't speak up. I
Right.
didn't say he's on some Michael Jordan shit. I said he walks the line. He's between Michael Jordan and LeBron. Pause. But so I can't trust it. I can't trust it. I said I
Okay.
put a little bit more faith in Shannon than I would him. Because at least when it comes to
No,
this issue,
I'm a
if it,
ride with. I mean, if I got to pick, I'm a ride with Shannon for sure.
that's what I'm saying. Shannon
Even
gonna
though
see
Shannon
how
got
he
some, even
feel.
though Shannon got some
Oh
issues,
yeah, Shannon definitely got some
no, nowhere near as big as Stephen A.
Oh no, Stephen A is
But I'm like,
company,
fam,
you know,
we
he got his own brand of
we
Kool-Aid. But Shannon, he just mixes in his water sometimes. But yeah, Stephen A got Kool-Aid for real, boy. What flavor you want? But
mm,
yeah.
mm.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want someone. Can't trust it. Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, and by the way, the meat of this all, I even with this trade, I don't got Dallas winning at all. Like,
Man,
and that's not even with the trade, I don't have Dallas. They're still a piece and a half away.
they're two pieces away.
A piece and a half.
I
I
say
won't
two.
say I won't say two.
I would say two.
No,
I
I
didn't
won't
say
say
it has
two.
to be stars. I'm just saying just there's
No,
two
that's what I'm
pieces
saying.
they
You're a
need.
piece and a half. You need
How you a
one.
half? Who's the
Stop.
half? Is there a half a body?
No, no, no. Here's what I mean. Like Ben Simmons is a half. Here's what I mean. Ben Simmons ain't shooting lights out of nothing. But with the people around, when Brooklyn was working, with the people around him, you got a healthy Kyrie, healthy KD. You got Seth Curry.
He still
You
sucks.
got the pieces. So
He
so
still
Ben
sucks.
Ben Simmons can just be Ben Simmons.
No, he
You ain't
can't. He
you
still
can't
sucks.
shoot. You
No, he
can't
sucks.
shoot to save your life, but
If
we
you
don't need to
want,
shoot to save. We don't need it.
okay, are you talking past tense when they got him, or are you talking like currently?
Like right this moment. Like if you
Okay, then
had
you haven't
KD,
watched.
Kyrie
Yeah, you
healthy,
haven't
Seth
watched next.
Curry healthy.
You haven't watched next. He's sorry as hell. He needs to retire. And I mean this in the most
Did you
respectful
say
way.
retire, son?
Yes, he needs to retire.
He's not a bum.
Yes, he is. You haven't been
He's not a bum.
watching. Yes, he is. He can't even play defense anymore like he used to. He's non-aggressive. He won't shoot. I've never seen an NBA player not wanting to shoot, and that's all mental. And he doesn't
I'm
even look
about to
at the
say
rim. He
because
doesn't even drive. Like I
I'm gonna
said,
say because
Giannis and Zion don't really shoot like that, but they'll put their head down, go to the paint. Ben Simmons is damn near 7 foot his damn self in the athletic. He won't even look at the rim. So no, he's sorry as hell. He's having career lows and everything.
okay.
So
Because
he's
I'm just
sorry as hell. So nah.
because I'm like he's not a bum because like I said, if Ben Simmons walked into LA Fitness right now, he'd give everybody their buckets.
Yeah, because
So
it's not the NBA. For whatever reason, he has the demon. He has something up here when he steps in the NBA ring. Because I've seen him in open runs. The man look like damn freaking LeBron for real. Shooting step back threes and fades, and then he gets the NBA. It's up
oh,
here.
and they
It's
signed
up here.
him. Dropped to LaMelo Ball. Melo was looking good a couple nights ago. I think he dropped 30.
If he can stay healthy,
Like
yeah.
I ain't seen or heard from LaMelo or Lonzo in a hot minute. So
Because they
good to
be
see
hurt.
LaMelo
Well,
back in there.
Alonzo's been hurt. I don't know why he's hurt, and no one seems to know why he's hurt, but he's hurt, and his career might be done.
I'm hoping it's not. But
I
LaMelo
hope
was
it's
giving
not.
cats. LaMelo was giving cats buckets. He had a crazy stat. I think it was like 30, 10, like
Oh yeah, when he's
six
healthy,
assists. 4 steals. Like LaMelo giving cats buckets.
He has the healthy. Well, yeah.
But yeah, circling back, like I don't. I mean, I gotta blow it all up anyway. I said, heard it here first. I said when we started the season, I got the hallway series in the West, and I got Brooklyn, Philly in the East.
And none of that's happened. Yeah, I told you.
Well, hold on. I'm 25% right. I'm 25% right.
Who's 25? What, Philly?
I still got Philly, and I still because they still got Philly going in the East.
I
Still
don't.
got
I
Philly
don't
going to the
trust
Eastern
them.
Conference
I
Finals.
don't trust them in the playoffs. I'm sorry. And I
You
love
know, I
Embiid.
mean,
I love Embiid. He can't stay healthy in the playoffs. He keeps getting hurt or sick or whatever. So yeah.
I'm like I said, I'm still 25%, and I might end up being 50% right.
If the Clippers stay healthy, you might be.
That's
But
my point.
that's a
I
big
might end up 50%
caveat.
right.
If, because Kawhi is balling out his mind, and when PG's out
Mm-hmm.
there, he's. But the caveat is when they're healthy and playing. You
And John
probably
Wall
played
still
more
there.
games than Kawhi. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's just yeah. That's a big caveat right there, my boy.
I'm going. Excuse me. Round this thing out. It was just a funny headline. I'll be honest. I haven't even done any real research, but Rick Ross talking about I don't want to drive a Tesla because it might drive me to the feds. Air quotes. Um,
Might drag you off a bridge, not the
just
feds.
just
Yeah.
shows how where my mind. I have never. This shows I ain't street. I ain't really thug at all because I have never thought about that one little minute. Like I ain't gonna get no Tesla, yo. It might drive me to the cops. Huh? I get it. I get it. Technically, when you think about it, it's a possibility.
I
But
don't get it.
the chance of that is like 0.0001%.
I don't no, I don't get it. Especially coming from him. Maybe someone else. You ride dirty, but him, I don't get it.
See, I'm not even looking at the source. I'm looking at, well, wait a minute, is there something there?
There is something there.
And it's a self-driving vehicle.
It is.
What's the day? The system can be overridden and hijacked.
It probably could.
If you like, hypothetically speaking, and this is the biggest deterrent. If you was going to carjack somebody, it makes sense to carjack something high value like a Tesla. It just became incredibly risky and stupid. Not just now, but I'm like, I, yeah, because if it's a self-driving vehicle, you carjack somebody or driving a Tesla. Technically, it can lock your goofy ass in there and take you right to the nearest police station.
I guess. Or just drive you over a bridge. You know.
It's not going to drive you over. Yo, what's going on with you, buddy? What's
Bro,
going
yo,
on,
Tesla,
buddy?
nah, bro. I refuse to get no damn Teslas, bro. Fuck that.
You do
Man,
understand there's way more vehicles that self-drive now, right?
I'm cool. I just said that brand Tesla. There's way more better hybrids and electric cars than Tesla. We just buy all because of the names. But either way, and the design. Well, someone that Cybertruck ugly as hell. But I don't know. People trying to convince me it looks good. But okay, whatever.
I mean, I'm waiting to see cyber. I mean, the specs on it are ridiculous, sir,
The
and it does
specs
legit
probably
look,
are. But on the
and it does look
outside,
like
look like
it
something
looks
off
like something
Halo.
out of Terminator.
Like something
It
off
looks like something
Halo.
off Terminator.
It's ugly as
Yeah.
hell. And that's just me. But it costs $1 million, so have fun with that. Hopefully, it don't drive you over the bridge too. But yeah, like I said, so Tesla's just. I see one just combust out of nowhere. So, I mean, people. Didn't we do a show about they fell asleep on the wheel and woke up in a high speed chase? Didn't we do that? Or maybe we didn't talk about it. But I see, like,
I
bro,
think we talked about it off air, but that's wild.
I'm like, yo, there's so many malfunctions. They do their self driving shit, and then they end up in accidents and stuff and all that. So I'm like, nah, bro, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm old school. I'm in a car and I'm in the driver's seat. I'm gonna drive that mother. I don't want self.
Bruh.
I don't want to
I mean,
know.
think about
Because
how
cars
revolutionary that is,
malfunction,
though.
machines malfunction. I don't trust it.
Yeah, but I'm just thinking about, look, you know how much money and time you save? Like, if you get, like, for instance, I drove from Baltimore to Miami once.
You crazy?
Probably would have got there sooner, but I was sleepy. So if I didn't have another driver with me, you know what I mean? Like, or, to drive from when I moved from Baltimore to Texas, that took 2 days. We had to sleep overnight. Now imagine I don't have to sleep overnight. I can just put it in auto mode, sleep 2 3 hours, the car keeps going by itself.
Yeah, and you gonna see not more. Hey, buddy.
You
I'm like,
stupid,
nah,
bro.
I'm good. I'm not self-driving shit. Like I said, y'all getting too fucking lazy. We're humans, man. Stop relying on damn machines, because then when they take over, because it's looking like that's what's about to happen. Don't say nothing. We have all the
All right.
blueprints, all the movies. Oh, but y'all lazy asses don't want to do some little bit of work. Oh my god! If you don't want to drive, then hire a driver, mode. God damn.
You out. You out.
This is why we're
And
gonna be like that movie, Wally. You know, when they all up in space and shit, and all fat as hell, because they can't do nothing and stuff. That's gonna be us.
oh no, I'm gonna be the last gladiator alive. You know,
That's great.
I'm never gonna.
All right, I'm gonna be the
You know
last
what I'm saying?
samurai. Let's do that.
All right. And speaking of last thing, um, saw the new trailer for the new White Man Can't Jump. Jack
Yeah.
Harlow. My excitement level is about a 6.5. I
It's
want to
not gonna
see
be
where we're
better.
going here.
It's not gonna be better than the original. Ain't nothing touching that.
Get the okay. It's like Hellraiser. Get the original out your head.
Okay, that is
We're
a
reintroducing
classic.
we're introducing it
This is a classic, bro. Because they trying to bring back
because
House Party.
Jack Harlow is Woody already. Like, okay, all right, I'm in. It looks funny. I didn't see the new House Party yet. I did want to check it out. I didn't see the new House Party yet. But people are trashing it, but I can't trust it.
That's what I'm
I gotta
saying.
ask
Like,
somebody your age
but then
because
again,
everybody my age is gonna hate it.
I'm not. I know. I've seen both originals. White Man Can't Jump in the House Party. Great freaking movie. Funny as hell. But we don't have to keep remaking stuff. Like, can we? Why are we in this era? It just seems we're in the era of just
Because
remaking shit. Just
the
make
average,
something
but,
new.
because conceptually, House Party is with the upgrades and making it era specific. You know, my folk gonna be like, oh, whatever, get off your lawn crew. But folks your age,
You mean
yeah,
younger?
they're gonna be like,
No,
oh, what's up?
younger. But either way, um, nah, I'm not. I really don't care for this new one. It's not gonna be the same, man. It's not gonna be the
I
same.
know that's the point. I'm a super fan. Like they need to redo Ferris Bueller's Day Off, and how they pull that off with all the technology nowadays. You can even bring back Matthew Broderick as the dad trying to catch his son, or like you know what I mean. Like there's ways you can do it. Like that's another thing.
Ain't Breck Dodgeball. Ain't that
What that wouldn't even no, just no.
bad.
It's just the thing that kills me with a lot of people, especially around my age, is there are such prisoners of the moment. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player to ever live. No, LeBron.
He is.
We're
He
looking at
still is. He still is. But
like,
I mean, it's
okay,
cool.
whatever.
He still, still is.
You have a hip hop
And then
conversation. All this new stuff, all the new hip hop is all garbage.
that's not true. Most of it is, but not all.
Right, that's my point. But people be prisoners in the moment, and especially when it comes to movies, like don't
Gotta
remake
protect
them.
your
Like,
era.
fam, I'm gonna let you know, you were 10 years, not you, but you're 10 years old when this movie came out. You didn't know what a good movie was. Calm down, we can redo it. Like Big Trouble in Little China is a classic, but it's not a good movie.
I mean, oh yeah,
But
if you can
it's
update
awesome.
you can update the
It's
special
awesome, but it's not
effects.
a good movie. Like
I
you
mean,
can
it's
redo
like
Big Trouble in Little China.
it literally had the same special effects as the first Mortal Kombat. That's how it looked. But um, yeah, hey,
You
that's a
know,
good idea. Redo big. Yeah, that should be.
I mean, it was supposed to be redone with The Rock as Jack Burton. I don't know what
Okay,
happened to it,
never mind, never
but
mind. Don't do it.
oh, stop the Rock hate. Stop the Rock hate, sir.
Take it
Stop the
back.
Rock hate.
Take it back, man. Take it.
I mean, it didn't get done.
Good.
Sadly.
Cast somebody else. I
Oh
don't want to see that shit,
my God. Stop the Rock hate, though.
bro. Either way, shout out to Dave Bautista. You know, the best wrestling actor at all.
Here we go.
He is.
Here we go.
Oh, it's light and day. He's the best one out of all of them. Sorry. The Rock is probably last.
He just got the roles. No, The Rock's not last.
Bro, The Rock. Okay, the latest movie that Dave Bautista is in, I forgot what's it called? The disaster movie. And they say he did a
Yeah,
really
the
good
joint.
job.
What was his name? I mean, he was in freaking the remake of Blade Runner. So he was in a
He
Bond
can do
movie.
serious roles. The Rock cannot
I'm
do that.
aware. We don't know
Dave
that.
Bautista can play The Rock's roles, but Rock can't play Dave Bautista's roles. That's why I'm
We don't
saying.
know that. We
Yes,
don't
we
know
do
that.
know that. Right.
He hasn't had a serious. The Rock has been playing various versions
Of
kind of
himself.
his character.
Of himself. That's it. Is that really acting at this point? You're a great guy. I like The Rock as a person. I'm just saying acting. I'm talking just acting skill and ability. Dave Bautista clears him by a long shot, my boy.
I
He clears.
mean,
He clears. John Cena too. Both clear.
I'm about to say John Cena was a Peacemaker. Okay, like the Marine or something listen, I told you we need to get a WWE Expendables. Get the guys that's Stone Cold, Batista, Cena, The Rock. You got throwing some Ronda Rousey. You got $1 billion movie right there.
Yeah,
You got $1 billion. I don't care. As long as you ain't super ass, that's $1 billion movie right there.
that can definitely
Make
be
it like
super ass.
Expendables type movie. Ronda Rousey was in the Expendables. You can make it some Soldiers of Fortune type movie. A lot of action. You're good. Get the WWE action stars. $1 billion easy. You can't blow that. $1 billion easy. Yeah, yeah. I'm right. I'm right. That's why you're quiet. I'm right.
Quiet, because I'm thinking of how trash that would be, and I can't come up with the words for it.
What you mean trash? You got Ronda Rousey, Stone Cold, Cena, Batista, The Rock. Come
It
on
would
now.
depend who's directing. Hopefully it's not a DC movie because they're able to make anything flop apparently, including The Rock. So yeah,
Mm.
so let's
The
go.
Suicide Squad was not a flop, and the Snyder Cut was not a flop. So there's that.
The second one. The first one was. That's my point. I said that's why I was saying it depends on who's directing it. If James Gunn is directing, you might have that.
Mm-mm-mm. Okay. Well, let's run this on back here. Run it back. Recaps. Let's see. China and the balloon. We don't want no smoke for real, dog. They just talking noise. They just talking noise. We don't want no smoke for real, China. Just let you know. Just cool. We understand. Well, I understand. Don't pay
Fair.
these other Republican clowns no attention. They don't want that smoke for real. Um, Canada again. Great approach. Great approach. You don't have to approach it as a public health crisis as opposed to a criminal issue. Good approach. Dear America, you could learn a thing or two from Canada. Oh, again, Anthony Lowe. I gotta watch the footage, but I'm still not convinced a brother with a double amputee and a knife is a life threatening from a distance to law enforcement. Just saying. Just saying. Sinaze Reed, justice for Sinaze Reed. Please recharge this clown because I'm still trying to figure out how is it you murder somebody. It's like, yo, it's self defense. Okay, cool. You can go home. Nah, B, that ain't was good. That was good. Kyrie, I still don't have Dallas as a contender, and I still don't have Stephen A. Smith as a complete Uncle Ruckus. But certainly, Jay Will high five, JJ Redick high five, former Doogies that take no shit on air. Um, Rick Ross, I got no issue with driving Tesla. I'm not doing dirt. I'm not a drug kingpin like you. So I'm not moving all that coke. I'm not moving all those bricks, in my Tesla. So I don't have those concerns. Hadn't crossed my mind. And yeah, white man can't jump. I'm with it. 6.5. I'm curious to see where we go here. Jack Harlow looked believable. My issue with the brother, like that didn't seem believable. Maybe because of his stature. Like Wesley Snipes did not
I'm
look
about to
like
say
the typical baller.
you're not Wesley, bro. Just
But that was probably low. Wesley didn't look like a baller in the movie. You just bust your ass. So there's that. But 6.5, maybe 7 on the excitement level. Can't wait to see it. All right, your recap, sir.
China, we want all the smoke, especially those in the White House. I'm sorry, I don't want no smoke. Relax, China. We're sorry we shut down your tactical nuke, wherever the hell your bio. Just give me the vaccine whenever you release it.
Right.
Canada, good job, E. Yeah, always moving. You are what progressive Dems' wet dream right there. That's what you are. And they can't even do that because they're still Dems. So, Anthony Lowe, who was that again?
The brother in the wheelchair, sir. I'm gonna need
Oh,
you to speak
wheelchair.
up.
Oh,
I'm gonna
wheelchair.
need you.
Rick. Wheelchair. Wick, man. Yeah, I'm sorry. No disrespect to the disabled community, but you're on the wheel. Well, you wasn't in the way. You was, Mr. Crabbing it and walking around. I'm not worried, and I'm at a distance. And there's what, four of us. There seems to be a common theme that people get killed. There's multiple officers on the scene. They still fear for their lives.
Hmm.
Like I can see if it. Oh, actually, no, I couldn't see if it was one, but it's usually multiple of them in these occasions in these last few events, and someone still ends up dead except them. So sounds like you're jumping somebody, man. Oh, all
Yeah.
right. Sinaze Reed, yeah. I need to lock him back up. I don't. Like I said, she might give people the wrong idea. You can just, off someone and just say, "Hey, it was self-defense." We don't want that pandemic to start. We're gonna be looking like the purge, man. Kyrie and Luka, I think it's gonna work. Probably Western Conference Finals is the farthest they go again, but we'll see. They're about a piece. They're about two pieces away. Um, I see a 3-and-D wing and a rim protecting big, and they should be good. Stephen A, yeah, he's on the line. He still has his own brand of Kool-Aid. I'm patenting it.
Not Kool-Aid, yo.
Don't steal it. Everybody steals that. I'm just gonna come at you. But yeah, he has his own patent line, the Kool-Aid, and he usually walks in the middle. But he does love his own brand because he loves himself some Stephen A, and that is true. Rick Ross, no one's worried about you, Officer Ricky. No one's gonna take you back to your home base, my boy. You'll be fine in your mansion, riding on llamas and shit. White man can't jump. I'm about a 504. I'm sorry, it's not the. I can't get the original out of my head. It's a
Oh
couple.
my god.
I'm
Come
gonna try.
on, man.
I'll try. Like I said, I'm at now. I'm gonna do what Magneto said. Let y'all go first. So
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna let
no,
y'all
no.
watch
I
it.
want to know. So who's gonna be? Because before we have Rosie Perez, who's gonna be Jack Harlow's wife? That's what I wonder. Because we got
Question.
Rosie Perez before. Let's see what we got this time.
Well, I'm sure you will find out, and then you will tell me, and then I'll debate on watch. So yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking if you don't stay true to form, and he's gonna be with a hot Latina, can we get
Well, we're gonna get the one that we use, Anna Arm or whatever her name is, the one that we use for every movie now.
the one you don't know? Who are you talking about, yo?
Yeah,
Because
it's
I'm
Anna.
team Michelle. I'm team Michelle Rodriguez.
She's too old for that. But um,
Michelle, if you
uh,
listen, disregard this young man. Disregard this young man. You are not old. You are not too old. Oh my gosh, yo. You
what
can
do you
go
mean?
America
Oh my!
Ferrera.
Who?
Ugly Betty, America Ferrera. See, I'm need you to get
Either
more
way,
Latinas.
yeah, have fun with that.
Well, on behalf of myself and my co-hosts and those excited for White Men Can't Jump remake, thank you all for tuning in. The Tesla is not going to drive you to the police.
Only the bridge.
um, but same bad time, same bad channel. On behalf of the Yeah I Said It podcast. Peace.
Ciao.